Happy Thanksgiving, Vortex. You know, I was just thinking. Oh, say hello to the weeping willow. Hello. Goodbye. Say hello to the fake lake. The fake lake with the fountain. The glorious fountain. That is a product of Western civilization. There aren't fountains in fucking lakes. That doesn't happen. But it's okay. It's okay. You can still appreciate things even if they're part of something else that you're not a fan of. You know? But yeah, I've been doing this YouTube thing since 2017. And so I think that we've spent 7, 8, 9, 2020, 2022, or 2021, 2022, 2023. Is that 6 years? We spent 6 years together, Vortex. I just remember hold on one second. There's a lot going on right now. I just remember a few Christmases ago, I think. I'm pretty sure it was Christmas. And I was drinking a smoothie, and I was wearing a purple sweater. And that was from my Amy Gross channel. I think that's when I had just started doing that channel. Because my, what is it? My Aimless channel, the original Amy Gross YouTube channel, Aimless, which is very clever because my name is Amy and I have no direction, so it's a play on words. But yeah, I got like booted off the site. Like my laptop, you know how laptops will just like restart themselves and do these updates that you didn't ask for? Well, whenever it does that, it'll like cut you out of, you know, whatever login you had. You know, it'll kick you out. So, yeah, I couldn't figure out like what my password was. And I think I wasn't using that email anymore. And so I had no way to get back on my channel. And the same thing happened with my Amy Gross channel. It hasn't happened with this channel or my Rumble account because I've managed to choose a password that's extremely personal to me and I just keep switching it around. Did you see that? We almost died. We almost got sideswiped by that fucking Lexus. It's okay. It's okay because it didn't happen. God took care of us once again. We're not very good at taking care of ourselves. I think there are certain things that we really, really excel at because there are other things that we suck at. You know, and I just had a really long conversation with my dad. And I told him, I was like, dude, that's like the longest conversation we've had in like 20 years. And he said, well, Amy, It's you that hasn't liked me. Well, I think that I'm kind of a reaction to my dad. And my dad can't help but react to me. Because, like, there's a way to talk about things without getting into an argument. And I think that my dad has taught me how to do that. Because you know, there's just a lot of shit that I don't need to tell him. There's not a lot of shit that people don't need to know, people don't want to know. It'd be better if you left that shit unsaid. And it's way cooler too if you can keep quiet about aspects of your life. You know, but I always felt like I was lying to people. I guess that's why I've always been honest about, like, drug use and things like that. But I'm like, Amy, they don't want to know the drugs that you're on. You know, like, they don't. They would rather believe that the reason you're being so nice has nothing to do with an edible that you ate 45 minutes ago. Okay? But you know, something I realized today is, like, there's a lot of extra space in my brain. And that's why I have to spend all this time by myself. Thank you for the turn signal. We appreciate it. Nissan? Is that a Nissan? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is. They're a good person, damn it. But yeah, man. It's Thanksgiving. That's why there's, like, nobody on the road. It's nice, though. It's really nice. But yeah, I had this, like, Thanksgiving brunch with my parents and their friends. And my mother ended up falling at this wedding last week. And she couldn't get up, and she couldn't take care of herself. And she had to go to the emergency room because I think she fractured her ankle. Because she has whatever that disease is. I don't know if it's a disease, but, like, it's significantly debilitating, where, like, your feet will swell up. And yeah, she can't walk. And now it's really hard for her to move at all because she kind of just, like, feels sorry for herself, you know. And I understand, like, her situation's really bad, and I think she's just really impatient. You know, she's just really, really impatient. She's, like, one of the most impatient people I've ever met. She's impatient with herself, and she's impatient with other people that try to help her, you know? And Ronit was kind of acting like that, too, when she was really hurting. But it really is, like, perspective, you know? Because when you get stuck in the victim mentality, you just don't want to focus on what you can do. You want to focus on all the things that you used to do that you no longer do because you're in this debilitating position. And like, I know it's frustrating because I deal with that mentally, you know? Like, that's why I have to be alone. So that's why I do all the stuff that I do when I'm alone. Because, like, what else am I going to do? I have no choice but to be a crazy artist. And I'm really glad that I know what I'm supposed to do now. But just seeing my mom like that is just so horrible. But, you know, it's like so many of their friends are having all kinds of issues. And you know what we think. You know what we think about that already. But, you know, they'll never see it that way. So there's no point even bringing it up. There's no point in trying to tell them to stop taking their shots. They're going to keep on taking them, you know. So, but I don't think it's just that, though. I think it's a lot of things that are contributing to everybody being sick and in a state of learned helplessness. So, it's just terrible when you see your parents like that, you know? Now, my dad, what's funny is that she's in a separate facility, and I noticed immediately when I saw him, he was so happy to see me. He was like the happiest I've seen him in a long ass time. And it's because he's spending a lot less time with her. Because, yeah, she's really frustrating to be around. But the thing is, she still has really positive qualities, and it's really important that we focus on positive qualities. You know, like, I pick up on energy really, really quickly. I pick up on energies from across the room, you know? Like, I can feel when certain people are behind me. And it's like I was just doing that this whole time. Like when we were all eating together. Like all this wait staff. It's like most of them seemed like they were really pissed off and upset. And I felt so bad for them. And I was trying to figure out, okay, are they mad because they're working on Thanksgiving? Are they mad because they work at a retirement home? Are they mad because somebody was an asshole to them? Are they mad because they're dealing with family shit? Are they mad because they can't contact their drug dealer? What's going on? You know, like, because I'm always asking myself, what do you think is really happening that is causing this person to be so disgruntled or obviously distressed, you know? Because it's a good thing to care what's going on with other people, but it's not really my place to, like, try to fix it for them. Like, there were 2 girls today that they looked like they were crying, and I was like, dude, I should offer them my services, but I don't really know what those services would entail. You know? Because anytime that I see people and they're obviously, ooh, did you see that? Did you see that? He's still working on Thanksgiving. He's probably going through a divorce. You probably want to put that camcorder down. Yeah, I probably should do that, but I don't want to do that. You know, somebody recently got on to me about my driving, and they said, what sane person holds their phone when driving? And the thing is, I know we're not supposed to hold anything, right? Well, I hold a keyboard. People probably think that's crazy. It is bad. Texting and driving is really bad. I know. I'm trying not to do it anymore. Okay? I can take criticism. I agree with your criticism. But to answer the question, lots of people hold their phones. I see it all the time. I'll see it in the middle of intersections. I see it, like, because I look around a lot. I look around and I notice my surroundings, and I think that's why a lot of women, like, end up in car accidents, because of what I just described. We get distracted, but we can also, like, notice things that other people don't notice because of that. So it's a gift and a curse. But yeah. Anyway. Empathy is a bit of a curse. But it's also a really, really beautiful thing that, I wouldn't forsake if you paid me. But it's like, feel like I learned how to appreciate the things that God has blessed me with that have always felt like such a nuisance, because it put me in a state of dis-ease with the world and with my surroundings. And I know it's really easy, especially for, you know, more narcissistic people, to be like, oh, well, you're just making excuses, or you just don't want to get up in the morning and you just don't want to do this. And I think that there is a lot of merit to that. You know, a lot of people just kind of milk it for attention, or like, yeah, they learned helplessness. Once again, they don't want to rise to the challenge that they're presented with. And, you know, I definitely was there, like in my early 20s. But, you know, Steak and Shake, I love my job because it's taught me how to take shit. It's taught me how to, like, be a hard worker and, you know, not take it personally if people yell at me. So, I mean, that's very valuable shit right there. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. But oh my goodness, did you see that? It was a deer, y'all. Here's the thing. I mean, is it really that weird that there's dead deer on the side of the road? I mean, if you think about, you know, all these people pouring into the country, people are going to start filling up the suburbs. You know, the cities are terrible, but the suburbs are going to get like that. And then the small towns are going to be like suburbs, you know? So where the fuck are the deer going to go? Yeah. Well, I guess we'll have plenty of them to hunt, you know? There are upsides to everything, okay? Apparently you're supposed to do that. That's what I heard. Like, oh no, it's better. It's better that you shoot them, because there are too many of them. I don't know if I agree with that. You can say the same thing about aborting babies. You know? Well, there are too many kids. There are too many bad parents out there, you know? I know I throw shade on a lot of people for their life decisions. And who the fuck am I, right? Look, I'm just a crank. Okay? I'm a crank. And you know, I was watching my mom like talk to this little 5.5-year-old girl. She wants everybody to know she's 5.5. You never do that when you get older. Like, I'm about to be 38, you know? Up until this point, I wasn't saying I'm 37.5, you know? I wasn't saying that shit. But this little girl's so entertaining, and she's so funny, and she's so honest, and she's so brilliant. And my mom was just talking to her, like telling her this little story. And she was so entertained. And I was thinking to myself, like, I don't have that in me. Like, I talk to children like they're adults, you know? Like, I probably shouldn't do that, but I talk to animals in a really similar way, too. Like, I don't know. I don't, what's the word? Like, I don't talk to people like they're, like, what's the word, damn it? I'm trying to figure out the word that I'm thinking of. Where, like, kind of baby people. You're like, oh, you know, I don't do that. I don't do that. Women do that. Women are really bad when they talk to puppies. Oh, your baby. Oh, your baby. Oh, you're doing. Like, shut the fuck up. They don't want to hear that. They don't. A dog doesn't want to hear that. A baby doesn't want to hear that. You know, a baby starts screaming, I start screaming too. For real, for real. This friend of mine, you know, she's got to keep her kid with her. Because she's fucking broke. She doesn't have anybody to take care of her kids, so it's like her kid's at Steak and Shake, and he'll go, ah, and I'll go, ah, and it's like, I'll mimic them. I won't talk to them like they're stupid. That's the thing. I don't like that. I don't like how parents do that. In a way, it can be like really healthy for them, and in another way, it can be demeaning. I guess it just depends on like your mindset behind it. Like if you know that you're talking to a child, but at the same time, some people just aren't good with kids, and so they like belittle them. You know, my parents don't do that when they talk to kids. They did that way more when I was an adult. But, you know, like I've said, they can't help it. They're boomers. And boomers just kind of do that, and I don't think that they mean to. It's just what they do. Fuck, what do we do? What do we do? The camcorder fell and this happened. Alright, we're gonna see what's up.